So I just wanted to catalog a little experience I had just now. Don't know if I'll post it or not, but I was in the mall and I hadn't been there for a while in this one lower seating area, and there's these senior citizens that congregate there. You know, they just all like to meet up, you know, and just, yeah, we're all old, you know. And but there was this one very short little guy, and he was Japanese, and as you may know from my channel or my work, I have a lot of respect for the Japanese, but somehow this guy, he totally disrespected me in my face, okay, and it just really pissed me off. And I know that some people would call that in itself a spiritual weakness, and maybe it is, but he just disrespected me in my face. And see, I know why he did, okay? The reason is because they are senior citizens that have, in their mind, earned the right to be there in that nice place in the mall where they can congregate next to the coffee shop or whatever. And I'm this homeless bum guy, not dirty or disheveled or anything, but they know the reason why I carry all that stuff in there is because I don't have a place, right? So when that happened, when that guy disrespected me, already I'm in my self-esteem deficiency to get hit with a disrespect, and that causes me like a lot of anger that it wouldn't just a normal person. I mean, it might piss somebody off, but it's like, and somehow the fact that he's a foreigner, even though he's, you know, he could be, you know, third generation, whatever, you know, but it really pissed me off. And I even, like, one time yelled at him in the hallway. And but see, the thing is, I'm already raw from being homeless, because when you're homeless, everybody knows that you are a fuck up because you can't afford a place. Believe me, they know you're a fuck up. They know who you are. Everybody in the area knows who you are. You're a homeless fuck up because you can't afford rent like everybody else. There's something wrong with you. You must have a bad attitude. You're retarded. You're an undesirable scum in the area. Trust me, you have no idea what it's like, how people treat you, what the reality of people are if they know that you don't have a home. Even if you're the cleanest, most civilized, intelligent person, it doesn't matter. If you don't have a home, you are a retarded, dirty, fucked up individual, okay? And you feel this deep down in your soul, and they know it, and you know it, and it's all part of the same package. Now, anyway, I hadn't sat down there for a while. But in that place, I went down there because I was going to get some work done. I hadn't been down there in a while. And as I sat there, all of that anger came flooding back to me. And that little Japanese guy that disrespected me, all of a sudden I just, like, I remembered, because after he did that, one time I yelled at him in the hallway, you know, something about Jesus, you know, and I shouldn't have, you know. It's like I'm just like telling him, you know, you gotta be saved, you know. And it's just like a reaction, you know, because I knew he was just, you know, just filled with the devil, you know. That's why he's, you know, doing, you know, he's part of his, you know, posh little life, you know, and he's maybe never experienced hardship or whatever, but, you know, he hates me because I'm in that area. And I've experienced this before. Other senior citizens, you know, in the mall area for years. I mean, over 20 years, I experienced this. There's just, like, I don't have any animosity towards them, but they do towards me because they know the only reason I'm there is because I don't have a job or a home or whatever, and I'm just sitting there with my book or computer or whatever, and they don't like that. They don't want somebody who can't afford a home to be sitting in that area. They don't want to have to look at that person, and I know that's why he disrespected me in part. Another part of it was the demons living in him, but. Not having sat there for a while, it just reminded me of that feeling of anger and how, like, I just want to walk around this one beam where I sit, there's like a beam between me and them, and I just feel like walking around one day. I've thought about this so many times, just walking around and walking up to that guy with all those people there and saying, you know what, see this guy here? This guy's a dishonorable piece of crap, or whatever, something like that, you know. which would do no good, you know. It's ridiculous, you know. All the people there would be like on his side and think me, I'm a weirdo freak coming up and cursing him out, and they don't know how that guy, for no cause of mine, and didn't do anything wrong to them, just came up, just insulted me. I forget what he said, but he was like, you shouldn't be in this area, or some crap like that, you know, some put down. But it just like the amount of anger, like I just want to throttle the guy, but really I just, you know, there's always going to be jerks, and there are people, you know, as you know, I know people are filled with spirits, Satan's evil spirits that, you know, cause them, and I'm sure have been filled with those evil spirits, and those evil spirits have caused me to behave ill towards others. And I wish that I was impervious to those negative feelings, but I couldn't. Right then, I was just so filled with that negative emotion that I didn't even want to be there in the mall anymore. That's why I'm walking back home now early, which is less productive. If I didn't have that negative feeling, I could have stayed there and got some work done on another movie. But even though my channel's heavily shadow banned, you know, kind of takes a little bit of the air out of it. Zendros just did a great movie on shadow banning. So check it out. Shows this Mexican guy doing like a parody of these Google experts, and he must be, and they must be, whoever wrote that piece, fully aware of the shadow banning that goes on YouTube and other social media platforms. And yeah, I just want to share that. So I left. I just left early, and you know, it's I consider it a failure on my part. Like, I couldn't forgive him. That's what I wanted to say. I couldn't find it within myself to forgive him. I just had this anger instead of a feeling of forgiveness and understanding that people have sinned, and you know, it's been a while, and I'm not like seething with anger when I'm not there, but since I hadn't been there in a while and I hadn't thought about it for a while, and what pisses me off is every time I see him in the hallway, he has a little grin, like he knows he pissed me off. I get this stupid little grin. But he's a little shrimp, you know. He doesn't dare, you know, to say it to my face. I know he's afraid. I know he knows that you know, there's a possibility, you know, not that I would, but you know, wouldn't be doing good in a fight. That's all I gotta say. Plus, he's a senior citizen. I wouldn't do that in any case. But I just, to be honest with you, I feel like beating the fuck out of him, dude. But you know, that's of course ridiculous, and that's wrong with God, you know, and that's the main thing. It's completely unrighteous, but. Bitterness, you know, and I heard that there's people that burn in hell for bitterness. You know, why do I got to be bitter? Why couldn't I just realize that people are, you know, that there's a reason? In a way, he had a legitimate reason, because I'm an annoying homeless guy, and they are senior citizens that have homes, and they've worked for their living, and they're retired. And now they want to meet together in this nice small area, and they don't want to see some goddamn guy who's probably sleeping in his car or something. I understand, you know, I totally understand, but yeah, it's part of the fact that part of what pisses me off is that he's a foreigner. As much as I have tremendous respect for Japanese people, I love anime, I love Japanese culture and stuff, but the fact that he comes over here and disrespects me to my face, and he's this little shrimp too, and it just pisses me off, you know, and I'm bitter. I feel bitter about it. It's almost like I can't forgive it. I can't get over it. I can't have like a positive feeling, just have it just be totally clean, just like, oh, you know, people are flawed, and you know, just water off a duck's back. You know, I've never been one of these people say water off a duck's back, you know, when they say that. What I say to that is, you know what, I personally have just never been one of those people to have the water roll off my fucking back like a duck. Sorry, I'm a human being.